Hello, everyone. We'll be starting in just a moment as soon as Councilmember Alex Wong decides to take his seat. Okay. Good morning, everyone. Today is March 6th, and this is our regularly scheduled meeting for Committee on Council. I am Liliana Bakhtiari. I'm the chair. Thank you to everyone who has joined us this morning. I would like to thank my colleagues. Oh, and we've just been joined by Councilmember Amir Faroqi, just in time for the calling out of the colleagues. To my left, we have Councilmember Alex Wong, Councilmember Faroqi, Councilmember Jason Winston. To my right, we are joined by Councilmember Byron Amos and Councilmember Andrea Boone. Okay, so is there a motion to adopt the meeting agenda? Thank you. Moved by Councilmember Alex Wong, seconded by Councilmember Amos. Please open the vote.
The vote is open. The vote is closed. 6 yeas, 0 nays. The consent agenda is adopted.
Thank you. And is there a motion to approve the meeting minutes? Moved by Councilmember Wong, seconded by Councilmember Amos. Please open the vote.
The vote is open. Six yeas, 0 nays. The minutes are approved.
And our last motion, is there a motion to adopt the full council agenda? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot. There is going to be a change. We will be hearing our item 7 on the agenda. We are going to switch up our order of things at full council. We will be going, Committee on Council will be going last after CUC. And so, let's go ahead. And, thank you. And so moved by Councilmember Wong, seconded by Councilmember Winston. Please open the vote.
Oh, Madam Chair, we actually don't have to amend the agenda per the parliamentarian. We can.
Withdraw. And seconded by Councilmember Winston. Could you please open the vote?
The vote is open.
It's my birthday. You're supposed to be nice.
The vote is closed. 6 yeas, 0 nays. The full council agenda is adopted.
Thank you so much. So very quickly, we will be adopting I have been out for a week because I have been sick, but we will be adopting the 2023 Committee on Council Goals and Objectives at the next meeting. It is happening. This is the final call. I'll be sending over my amendments over to Ms. McMichael today. Everyone here, please do the same. If you don't, remember, I will be announcing your name and full address and personal cell phone number for the public to hear if you do not submit your goals and objectives. I'm so proud of you. And now we have public comment. Please remember that I will let you know a 30-second mark when you are close to being done. And first we have Brother Muhammad.
Chairman of this committee, I am that I am, a Negus, King of Kings, committed, indigenous, antiquity. And I am not a believer. I am not no more accepting religion. In your scripture from Genesis to Revelation of your Bible, the Roman Catholic Church, religion, Christianity, there was not, is not, no human being born through a woman womb canal. You, miseducated Negro, I want to call on your attention to the cosmos. The mama of the cosmos is a feminine energy. The mama of the cosmos represents a feminine energy on earth. And the first warrior family of the earth was the feminine, dark matter, antimatter energy, divine on earth. And she wants you to know you have to return to your soulful energy and your Akashic records. Your Akashic record represent your DNA, the knowledge of your ancestors, and your accomplishment of the civilizations of the earth. The mama of the cosmos wants you to know, I got your back. Dark matter, antimatter, masculine and feminine energy have to represent the duality and the polarity, because we represent 360 degrees of the source and the force for the benefit of humanity. The dark matter mama is where the Father wants you to know, dark matter, antimatter, masculine energy, that your mental thoughts can be made into physical manifestation. And the Father of the earth wants you to know, I give spiritual energy to all. Dark matter, antimatter energy, and the human beings. But the sun, S-U-N, not S-O-N, wants you to know that all dark matter, antimatter, feminine, masculine energy has to become the knowledge of self for the benefit to become one with 360 degrees for the whole of the earth. Now I come, Mr. Chairman of this committee, members of the committee, let you know, how long do the dark matter, antimatter people that look like myself have to continue to suffer when we have all the Constitutional Amendments 13, 14, and 15, and especially the 14th section, 1981, that specifies, Mr. Warren, Mr. Fawoka,
30 seconds.
the American descendants of ex-slaves have the rights that the Caucasian have. They have the rights in business and in all public contracts. So what is we going to do? You members of this legislature, we got homeless people on the street. Can't we find a way to help them have access to our opportunity? A home, a bird got a tree. What can you do? Would you speak up for them? Mr. Fawoka, you know I've been asking you to make sure they stripe Butler Road, stripe Niska Lake,
Time is up.
stripe County Line Road. Thank you. I didn't greet you. Come. Assalamu alaikum. Ashe, Ashe, and Ashe. Mara, Major Hotel.
Thank you, Brother Muhammad. Next on the docket, we have Rachel Allred. You have 3 minutes.
Good afternoon. Rachel Allred, King Arnold Street, Hayfield, Georgia, District 12. The other day I came across a packet that said October 3rd, 2022. After watching that full council meeting, I was infuriated, disrespected, and deeply offended. This was the meeting where Atlanta had finally the opportunity to give the necessary respect to the sheriff of staff and get him in before that public comment. And I really don't like calling people out, but ignorance is something that I cannot excuse. Councilmember Bakhtiari and Councilmember Wan, I don't know if you guys are historians. I don't know if you forgot, but you do represent Atlanta. So your opinion that turns into legislation, your opinion will never be superior to someone who actually lived that life. In regards to policing in Atlanta, please don't ever speak as the president and arrogantly interrupt Mr. Bond regarding policing issue in Atlanta. Mr. Wan, you said that it was not the appropriate time. Like I said, I don't know if you guys are historians, but in that precise moment, it is the only appropriate time, as opportunities like that do not come around very often for Atlanta. And you both completely messed up the legislation because your opinion turns into legislation. So again, don't ever think that your opinion regarding situations regarding policing in Atlanta would ever be superior to Mr. Bond's, Antonio Lewis's, Overstreet's, Andrea Boone's, even Ms. Norwood, and I think even Mr. Shook, they knew what was up, so just follow their lead. Because again, you completely messed up the legislation, and by thinking that your opinion at the time was superior than someone who lived it, your opinion will never be superior to that. It is always appropriate to give flowers first. So please let this be the last time that I have to address what the top priority is. In situations like that, it's best to just let Mr. Boone and them handle it and just don't say anything. And now that I have a few minutes to spare, the main reason I was so offended is because yes, I do look up to you. I do look up to you guys, and you know, it was one of those moments where it's like, for he know not what he do. And I know it was a couple months ago, but I did watch it back. And I was like, oh no, just don't say anything. It's Mr. Bond speaking about policing in Atlanta. He knows all about it. You don't gotta say nothing right now. I know it wasn't done on purpose, but that isn't something that we can excuse anymore. It does need to be addressed, so just follow Norwood and Shook's lead.
Time's up.
Thank you.
So just real quick, because I want to address something. I'm not certain. No. Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn off the mic. 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 Please sit down.
Yeah, but you
Please
don't-
sit down.
well,
Please
Mr.
sit down.
Clinton's
Your
back
time is
there.
up. Please sit down.
How many times
Sit
have
down.
they told
Sit
us we
down.
could clap?
Sit
and cheer
down.
with the president of the city
Can you
council?
please escort him away from the stand? Thank
Well,
you.
come on.
So let me make
lock
something,
me up for standing up here too.
please sit down. To make something very clear, Mr. Bond does not know more about policing than I do in the city. My opinion, no, I'm not done. I'm not done. I am not done. I'm not done. Thank you. Goodbye. I can. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Have a good day. Yeah, I don't believe that more incarceration solves the issue of incarceration. So I will always express my opinion when it comes to issues of mass incarceration. Thank you for that. And no, I'm not wrong, but I do appreciate a white person telling me about black people being policed in the city of Atlanta. So thank you so much. Moving on to our legislative agenda, I do believe that concludes public comment. Moving on to our legislative agenda, I believe that we have only communications today. Ms. McMichael, would you sound items 1 through 6 as a block?
Yes. 23C 5015, a communication from council members Jason Winston, District 1, Amir Faroki, District 2, Byron D. Amos, District 3, Jason Dozier, District 4, and Michael Julian Bond, Post 1 at large, appointed Ms. Sarah Butler to serve as a member of the Atlanta Beltline Affordable Housing Advisory Board. This appointment is for a term of 2 years. 23C 5017, a communication from council members Dustin Hillis, District 9, Andrea L. Boone, District 10, Marcy Collier Overstreet, District 11, Antonio Lewis, District 12, and Keisha Sean Waits, Post 3 at large, reappointing Mr. Barry Kamak to serve as a member of the Board of Zoning Adjustment. This appointment is for a term of 2 years to begin retroactively on February 4th, 2023, and expire February 3rd, 2025. 23C 5019, communication from Ann Phillips, President, Atlanta Planning Advisory Board, submitting the appointment of Ms. Adrienne Proler to serve on the Atlanta Citizen Review Board in the Neighborhood Planning Unit, Group S through Z category. This appointment is for a term of 3 years. 23C 5030, a communication from council members Dustin Hillis, District 9, Andrea L. Boone, District 10, Marcy Collier Overstreet, District 11, Antonia Lewis, District 12, and Keisha Sean Waits, Post 3 at large, appointing Mr. Scott Walker to serve as a member of the Housing Commission. This appointment is for a term of 2 years. 23C 5031, a communication from Mayor Andre Dickens appointing Fulton County Commissioner Dana Barrett to serve as a member of the Atlanta Development Authority Board of Directors. This appointment is for a term of 4 years. 23C 5032, a communication from Mayor Andre Dickens appointing Ms. Carla Inez Pennyman to serve as a member of the Zoning Review Board in the Municipal Planning category. This appointment is for a term of 2 years.
Thank you so much. If I have a motion to approve? I second. So moved by Councilmember Alex Wong, seconded by myself. If you could please open the vote.
The vote is open. The vote is closed. 7 yeas, 0 nays. These items are accepted.
Thank you so much.
Favorable?
Found favorable, thank you. And are you also reading item number 7 as well? Please,
Yes.
go ahead, proceed.
23R3225, a resolution by Committee on Council appointing Ms. Sarah Stein to the Board of Directors of the Atlanta Development Authority, Invest Atlanta, as the City Council appointee in the business category for a term of 4 years, said term to begin upon approval of this resolution and for the purposes.
Thank you. Moved by, we're opening the vote. It was moved by Councilmember Wan, seconded by myself. Please open the vote.
The vote is open. The vote is closed. 7 yeas, 0 nays. This item is favorable.
Thank you so much. I believe that this concludes our legislative agenda. Do I hear from any general remarks from my colleagues? Go ahead, Councilmember Amos.
Just want to officially say happy birthday to our chair.
Thank you. I appreciate
Happy
that.
birthday to our chair. Happy birthday. 35?
35.
35, woo!
Oh my gosh, no. And with that, we are adjourned. Thank you.